Hey, what's going on, everyone? Jeff EK here, and I wanted to hop on today and share actually a story about some things that happened to Nick and I today in the business. And kind of just give an update about where we're at and kind of just, talk about some bumps in the road, actually, as sad as it is to say. So Nick and I are fairly new to our marketplace. We're actually taking our services and diving into the chiropractic marketplace. We are very confident in the value we can provide to these consumers, and the value that we have provided to our current clients we know can be translated into a new market. But with a new market comes new challenge, right? So one of the things that we learned right away, or one of the things that we learned today, even in our first potential client meeting with a new chiropractor, is that no matter how much you prepare for these new meetings, no matter how much you think you know a marketplace, no matter how much you learn about these client pain points, you are always going to fall a little bit short until you go through the motions. And what do I mean by that? I mean, you can do all the research in the world. You can do all these, like I said, you can do all these research on, chiropractic pain points, average lifetime value of a client for a chiropractor, client retention rates, how, based on how's their, closing rate based on leads. If I get you X amount of leads, like how many are you going to be able to close on? You can do all that kind of research, but I promise you, the most you will possibly learn is when you set up a meeting and you go into that meeting and you talk to that chiropractor about their particular business and allow them to give you all of the answers you ever wanted to. And with that comes a lot of failure. It comes a lot of eating shit. You will go in there and they will ask you questions that you were not prepared for. They will have, they will have tried things already in your business. Like they may have worked with other social media marketing agencies, and they may have some objections to working with you, or some pain points that were caused by working with other agencies that you have to overcome. And maybe potentially they're not confident in giving you all the information that you're trying to ask and feel out in this business. So at the end of the day, you're going to go in there and you're going to eat shit, and you're going to have to eat shit, because that's how you're going to get better, and that's how you're going to learn the marketplace, and that's how you're going to land a new client. And so again, like I said, Nick and I, we were pretty prepared for this meeting. We went in there, and I would say 75% of the stuff that we did very well. We asked the right questions. We got good answers. We learned about the business. We learned about like client pain points. We learned about how this particular client recruits people, what kind of advertising they've been doing. But at the end of the day, you're still potentially gonna fall short, because you're gonna be asked questions you're not prepared for. You're just gonna be put on the spot. It's just not gonna always work out. You know what I mean? So I think that in the amount that I learned in this single meeting with a client is invaluable. Like I came back here to the office, and I just totally broke down every piece of that conversation. Like I literally tore that conversation apart, from the questions she asked to the questions I was stumped on, to the pivotal moments in the conversation where I wish I would have said this, or certain kind of like things I would have responded to differently in order to dive the conversation a little bit deeper. And I think that like is such an invaluable thing. And like I said, if anybody is out there and watching this and going about diving into a new market, or introducing a new product, or like I said, just taking their service into a new niche, like don't be afraid to just go and set up a meeting and go and do it. You know what I mean? Because you might end up going in there and killing it, but more than likely, if it's brand new to you and it's all new, it's a new customer base, they got all different kinds of clients, they have a different business structure, you're probably gonna go in there and eat a little shit. But I promise you right now that if you go in there and you do that and you continue to repeat it and you continue to keep your hustle going and you stay diligent, you stay patient, you're going to win long term, because you're going to learn the marketplace and you're going to learn their pain points and you're going to understand what they want to hear from you, and you're going to have even more confidence to go in there and land yourself your ideal client. So I really, really hope, and as a learning lesson for me too, I really, really hope that anyone who's out there going through this at the same time I am, or taking their product anywhere else, or like again diving into a new marketplace, like stay consistent, stay honed in. Like I promise you, you will learn the marketplace. If you know you can provide value, you will be able to win clients. You will be able to win business, because you know the value. You just have to learn the market and learn the common themes within each niche. So again, man, I cannot stress it enough. Go in there and eat shit, and I promise you it will pay off long term. Here, thanks for tuning in. Your boy Jeff EK. See you next time.